on the ground, 37 through the air for a total of 232 yards in the first half, and they had 5 first bank first downs. Individually for Oakland, Dante Cameron, I thought he had a really good first half, 6 carries for 43 yards for the Patriots. Craig Tutt, 7 carries, 115 yards, and 2 huge touchdowns for the Patriots. Kamani Bass, 4 carries, 39 yards, and then Will Millsap also had 4 carries for a couple of yards. Passing for the Patriots, Cam Morton was 3 of 4 in the first half for 37 yards and an interception. Individually for Oakland receiving, Kamani Bass had 1 catch for 5 yards. Craig Tutt, 1 catch for 15. Giovanni Malone, 1 catch for 17 yards. Oakland in the first half had 2 penalties for 25 yards. For Blackman in the first half, they had 25 yards on the ground, 46 yards passing for a total in the first half of 71 yards. They had 4 first bank first downs. Individually for Blackman in the first half, Javion Elliott had a carry for 8 yards. Micah Nance, 3 carries for 7 yards. Jabari Kemp, 5 carries for 19 yards. Daniel Smith, 4 carries for 7 yards. Javion Elliott in the first half was 5 for 11 for 46 yards. And Brylan Odor had 3 catches for 46 yards for the Blackman Blaze. And once again, at the half here, it is Oakland 21 and Blackman nothing.
All right, defensively, let's take a look at what's going on. And got all those defensive stats over there. Mr. Rod Edwards, brought to you by Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air, as well as JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
For the Blaze, Jaden Lark has 3 tackles and an interception. So he had an interception, a big one in the Maryville game, and he closed out the first half with an interception. It's a situation where the defense is going to have to stop Oakland because they get the ball back, but then hopefully they can use the momentum from the interception to carry on and get their offense rolling. But Terrell Johnson had 3 tackles. Isaac Levy had 3. And those with 2 were James Stewart, Tristan Thornton, Isaiah Bowles, Darian Davis, and that was it. That was it. No, take it back. Sanford, he had 2. I thought there was one more. I found him. Okay, now for the Oakland Patriots, Michael Brown and Colin Williams each had 4 tackles. Cameron Sanders had 3. Marquise Earl had a big sack in the first half. And then for Oakland, those with 2 are Kyrie Gaynor, Traven Jackson, Dominique Bingham, and those were the ones with 2 tackles.
All right. Well, those are the complete stats here for this first half. And again, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, along with our friends at Winners Trophies. The winner of this game will face the winner of Ravenwood Southwind in the state championship game coming up next week. And it is 21-13 Ravenwood at halftime. In the other 6A semifinal, it is 21-0 Oakland in this semifinal. We'll take a break, come back, and should be ready for the second half as we continue State Farm Prep Sports here on the Ideas Tees Intermission.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutorepair.com.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
Your home, your auto, together they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-898-1150. And let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
Looking for the best Blue Raider gear in town? Raider Tees has you covered. From stylish apparel and hats to unique MT-themed gifts and accessories, we've got everything a true Blue Raider fan needs. Whether you're headed to the game, shopping for a fellow fan, or just want to show off your Middle Tennessee pride, Raider Tees is the go-to spot. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS, and check out our unbeatable selection. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Back here for the wrap-up of our Ideas Tees intermission, and as we get ready to start the second half of action, let's take a look at, the second half.
Time now for the keys to the second half. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall. Auto, home, business, and life insurance with a trusted agent, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance.
All right, Rod, let's get some thoughts from you. What does Blackman have to do to get back in this game? I would say score pretty quick.
Yes, they do. But first, they got to stop Oakland on the first series, and they're going to have to be aggressive defensively. I think they're going to have to put pressure on in the backfield. If you got the long sweeping plays coming with a counter or a reverse, get in there, you blow it up early. Offensively, I think they got a mix up of running game with the short, quick passes. You go too long, Oakland's got too much time to get pressure on your quarterback, and if they get rolling and get confident, they can begin to open up their offense. Then.
For Oakland, it's, I guess, not let up here, right?
That's it. Keep putting pressure on defensively. Keep mixing it up. You may run a little bit more. You can use the clock now. Clock can be your good friend if you're in an Oakland situation.
All right, Bill, what are your thoughts here on the second half?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is Blackman's got to get something on the scoreboard. We played 6 quarters so far this year against Oakland and haven't put any points on the board. They got to get something on the board, and you got 24 minutes to go leave it all out on the line right here. You got a chance to go to the state championship game. You got to go out there and leave it all out on the line if you're Blackman. Oakland's been there, done that before. They're going to kind of keep doing the same thing they're doing. Blackman has got to go leave everything they have if they want a chance to go play for a state championship next week. You got to think that Oakland, this first drive could tell us a lot. I think so. I think, Blackman's defense has risen up to the challenge the last 2 and 3 weeks, really even before that, and I expect them right here to do the same thing. Well, we're about ready to get this second half underway here. Third quarter, just about it. Get our scoreboard ready to go here. I'll let you know that you can listen to the game on Big G TV. All right, so I think, Brian, we had a personal foul. Something happened coming out, and somebody got an unsportsmanlike conduct personal foul, 15 yards right off the bat. I guess it was against Blackman. Like at the end of the first half, I guess? I'm guessing as they ran off the field, or maybe as they came out the second half, but I don't know if it was a player, coach, but they just said the personal foul on Blackman.
Well, they're going to have to kick off from the 25-yard line. Well, that's not how you want to start, for sure. But as I mentioned, you can watch on Big G TV. You can listen on Big G TV. That's what I meant to say. But we do have the scoreboard updated there, so as you listen, you can see the score. That's kind of handy. Well, here's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded inside the 20. 30, 40, and on that return was Giovanni Malone, who has 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown on the season. That time runs it to about the 43-yard line. Samford making the tackle there. I think it's a 42-yard line, so that's where Oakland will start in good field position for them as we get going here in this second half. So the third quarter is underway. We're a half away from somebody headed to the state championship game. On inside counter and nothing there for Tut. They actually just blow the whistle. Nobody even went to the ground there. They're going to give him, looks like about 2 on forward progress.
You know, Brian, one of the other things big about this second half is both teams got to stay under control. And, it's 21-0 here already. Both teams, no matter what happens in the second half, both teams stay under control. No more personal fouls. You can't have any of that kind of stuff.
It's only been 1 turnover, and that was Oakland, but it was at the end of the first half. And Cam Morton is going to be run down and dropped for a gigantic loss. All the way back to about the 35-yard line. Samford with the sack. And Samford, by the way, that's sack number 6 on the year and tackle for loss number 10.
Here we go, Brian. Blackman's defense got it to 3rd and 12. Let's see if they can make a big stop, get off the field, and give their offense a chance right here.
2 to the near side. Millsap, one of those. Back to pass, a little swing pass to Tut. 40, 45, 50. Tries the stiff arm, tries to keep the legs going for the first down, but he's going to be just short. He got 11 and needed 12. Boy, he was trying to get that extra yard.
Boy, there were about 4 Blaze that came over there and tried to keep him short, but Tut was determined. He came up just short. No, they're going to give it.
Wow.
They're giving it to him. Wow. Interesting spot right there, Brian.
Sure was. It was kind of on this near sideline, and maybe he just got the ball in front of him there. I don't know.
I will say this. He was determined to get that first down. They had a better look than me and you did, but big first down, first bank first down for the Patriots.
They're at the 48 now of Blackman and keep the chain moving. Fake the handoff. It's a run by Cameron. And, boy, he still refuses to go down at the 40, and they finally pull him down, and now a flag. And Oakland coaches are snatching their players off to the sideline, too. Don't want it to escalate any further.
This is kind of what I was talking about earlier, Brian. You just got to stay under control. Keep your composure. Both sides.
Personal foul, face mask, Blackman, so it's going to add 15 yards on the backside of that. And Rod had it in the glasses, so no doubt about that one. So you are a half a whisker away from forcing Oakland on 4th down, and they get the first down, and now all of a sudden a 7-yard gain and then add 15 to that.
Yeah. And you had a 15-yarder to start on the kickoff. So
right.
So you've helped them out for a couple of first downs here, and you're asking your defense to do a lot. They've got to come up one more time, and they got to get off the field here if they want to stay in this football game.
Ball is at the 27 of Blackman. Oakland moving right to left. And they have big Michael Brown here to block near side. They're going to blow this play up really quick. And that was Van Zant, number 23 for the Blaze. And Cameron is going to be dropped for a loss of 5.
Boy, great job right there by Blackman. They've read these last couple of runs pretty well. They got to get off the field here. 2nd and 15. See if they can't finish this drive off and hold Oakland out.
8:43 to play in the third quarter. 21-0 Oakland. They are driving here, but facing a 2nd down and 15 now. 2 wides, far side. Reese Smith and Millsap. It is Morton back to pass, comes to Tut near side, 15, 10, 5, and tiptoes into the end zone for a 33-yard touchdown. Patriots, that is Tut's first touchdown reception of the year.
Brian, he's the cheat code. And when you're playing a video game, just find Tut. Morton, great job. That was a great play design right there. 33 yards for the Tut touchdown.
That's Craig's 3rd of the night, so he scored 3 of the 4. And that is a Toots touchdown. Don't forget all weekend long, the rib platter. You're tired of turkey, right? We'll have some pork ribs. They're awesome at Toots. 28-0 as the extra point is good. Oakland Patriots lead the Blackman Blaze. State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey there, it's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, I've seen firsthand how they go above and beyond. They have the Gateway and Memorial Boulevard locations, along with 9 more across Middle Tennessee. They make it easy to get the help I need, and I can always talk to a real person. That's a big deal nowadays. That's why I trust First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They're always there when I need them.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Mills Family Pharmacy.
Here at Mills Pharmacy, we do compound medications.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Compounding medications are prescriptions that are not commercially available, or you need a special formulation. If it's a liquid, suppository, or specialized cream, we make that in our lab.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding, all to create custom medications for you.
We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Customized services at Mills Family Pharmacy.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
The Oakland kickoff to the Blackman Blaze. Taken from the 25, 30, 35, and I believe that's Stevenson, who is finally going to be taken down there. So Oakland scores on their opening drive, and a personal foul and a face mask penalty. That was a personal foul. So 30 yards of penalties by Blackman. You can't have that in a semifinal game.
No, you can't. You got to limit you can't really have any mistakes, any penalties, and then when you have multiple ones on the same drive against a team like Oakland, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Blackman's back's against the wall now, down 28-0 to their crosstown rival. Going to send 3 receivers here on the wide side. As the ball is from the left hash, they move left to right from our vantage point. Back to pass is Elliott. Now steps up in the pocket. Breaks it, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 30, 20. Can they catch him from behind? Yes, they do. We're going to see where they spot the football, but it's a huge run by the Blackman Blaze, and they're knocking on the door. They're already in the John Day legal red zone, and there are no flags on the field. Elliott scrambling for 58 big yards.
What a job right there for Elliott. The Blaze needed a big play like that, and the man that's been doing it for him most of this playoff run, Elliott, does it for him, sets him up with the 1st and goal from the 5.
Woods made a touchdown saving tackle. Now Elliott has him here in the John Day legal red zone. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And the give is to Daniel Smith. Carries it down to the 2, I think. We'll see where they spot it. Woods on the tackle. It is at the 2-yard line from the left hash. 2nd down and goal. Ball is at the 2 for the Blaze.
Blaze going in, bringing in some big unit right here to try to blast in there.
Probably going heavy here. And they are going with the power eye, and they've got some beef back there to help block Elliott to Smith. Smith dives over, and
I think he's short.
Down to inside the 1.
It's a good job by the Oakland defensive line right there, Brian. They got the low man usually wins. Oakland won that. They got the lowest right there on that handoff.
So 3rd and goal from the 1 after 2nd and goal from the 2. Going to be a quarterback sneak here, I think. And I don't think they got in.
No, I don't either.
Going to be about the same spot as before on 4th down here, and you have to think down 28-0, they're going to go for it.
You have to right here. Have no choice. There they are.
Rod just mentioned how the blockers are kind of blocking high and aren't able to get anything low and can't advance the football. So the ball is at the 1, so no gain on 3rd and goal from the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. Everybody in the stadium on their feet right now. Snap, they give it to Smith, and he is not in. The Oakland defense holds him. And Oakland will take over on downs at the 1-yard line. That's a statement.
You know, Brian, the Oakland defense has been special all season and steps up once again in the second half, not letting anybody get in the end zone. It's still 28-0 Oakland with 5:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Oakland plays welcome to my house. And that is very apropos here. So Oakland takes over at their own 1-yard line. And a draw. Here's Tutt. Finds some room across the 10 to the 12. So Tutt gets them out of the shadow of their end zone here. Are they going to mark him down at the 10? Gain of 9, so they are going to mark him down at the 10.
Some interesting spots tonight.
Davis made the tackle there for Blackman. So 2nd and inches from the 10 for a first down here now. They're moving right to left, 90 yards away from pay dirt. They just stopped Blackman on a goal line stand, and now a whistle. This was as the play had just started, and it's a false start against Oakland. So that'll back them up. And they have had few penalties tonight.
You know, Brian, I know the last couple of weeks, Coach Creasy has really asked the fans to come out, and I'm looking down through here on both sides of Oakland here. They are everywhere tonight.
Yeah.
They have listened. They are here. They are out in force. Blackman's got a great crowd as well here tonight. But it's really good to see Rutherford County High School football here, semifinals.
I'll make a point after this 2nd down and 6. Boy, this play blown up by the Blaze defense pretty quick. Coach Matt Kreisky said in the pregame show, if the TSSAA wants to make money, they would have, semifinals set up like this. I know that there's going to be a vote or, find out from coaches around the state after the football season whether they like this. I'm pretty sure all of Rutherford County is going to say yes.
I would agree. And I would even go a step farther. I heard Coach Creasy talk about it too. I'd be fine with even if we could have 2 in the state championship
Well, that'd
game.
be all right too, yeah. 3:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. Oakland facing a 3rd down. And this is a pitch backwards and, almost it's going to be down at about the 1. Ooh. That was scary.
I think he just got out of there to keep the ball out of the end zone.
Johnson and Lark were back there and almost got the safety for the Blaze, and it's 4th down. So Oakland is pretty much starting right where they got the football on their goal line stand.
You got to credit Blackman's defense,
Well, their defense is going to give them some pretty good field position here too. And Oakland going to be forced to punt, and now we've got a flag on the formation. Well, if it's against Oakland, I'm not
nope,
just.
it's on Blackman.
Okay. Offsides against Blackman will give them some breathing room here so they won't have to punt from the very back of the end zone. Matthew Moore, the senior, got his boot in it the last time he kicked from the end zone, got it out to midfield. Can he do it again? It's going to be taken by Blackman at the 35, and down to the 30-yard line is Stevenson, I think, on the return.
I think Oakland would take the trade-off. From the one that got it out to the 30-yard line, going to make Blackman at least get 30 yards.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blaze as they pipe through the Darth Vader music here at Oakland. It's another reason to have home field advantage.
Yes.
You get control of the music box.
The little things, Brian.
Yep. Here's Kemp on the carry, and he's snatched down. I saw Cullen Williams swipe his arm out there. And Tutt came along to help Williams. Only picked up 3 on that. So 2nd down and 7 for Blackman at the Oakland 27-yard line. It's 28-0 Oakland. You win this game, you play for a state championship. Going to the air, Elliott finding Odor, and he is
down at the 1.
At the 1. So it's 1st and goal once again for the Blaze.
Another first down for Blackman.
Gaynor kept him out of the end zone. But Odor with the long pass to him to the 1-yard line, and that's where the Blaze will have it. It's really inside the 1.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. They had 3 chances last time and didn't get in.
From the left hash, they'll have 4 shots at it this time. And Blackman is signaling that they have the touchdown, and the officials say touchdown Blaze.
Finally, they get into the end zone, Brian. I think that was Kemp.
Jabari Kemp with the touchdown, number 12 on the season, and that's exactly what the Blaze needed to try to get back in this game. And you can hear the Blackman fight song across the way as the Blaze find pay dirt for the first time in this one. Comes with 1:37 to play in the 3rd quarter. After the Toots touchdown, here's the Burrow-Rabosin kick for point, and it is good. So your new score, 28-7. Blackman Blaze trail the Oakland Patriots here on State Farm Prep Sports.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube, Facebook, and more. WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. My wife Joy and I love dogs and have one of our own. But we've also helped people who have been injured by dog bites and dog attacks, as well as bicyclists who crashed after a dog attack. You need to know that the dog owner may have insurance to help pay medical bills and other expenses because of a dog attack. If your loved one has been injured by a dog, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Brought to you in part by Toots Good Food and Fun, Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, Dr. Automotive, Wilson Bank and Trust, and State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, 199 Eden Springs Road West in Smyrna. InsureMeBig.com, B-I-G-E, by the way. And Burrow-Rabosin going to kick off here, and it is Little Pooch. And fair catch called for by Oakland's Dante Cameron. And Oakland will take over here after giving up the first touchdown on the season to the Blackman Blaze. It's 28-7 with 1:36 to play here in the third quarter. Ball down at the 25 for Oakland as they move right to left for the remainder of this quarter. They're going to send Valon Henderson out far side, another receiver near side for Dante Cameron, who's going to be snagged down at the 25. The ball came loose at the end of the play, but he was down. Going to give him just a yard there.
Well, Cameron and Morton have really done a good job. I know we've talked about this a lot, but they've done a real good job of running the Oakland offense for Coach Creasy.
Van Zant making the tackle for the Blaze. 24 tackles on the season, 3 for loss. Cam Morton, the give to Tutt. Tutt some hard yards inside. And the ball squirts free, and Blackman has the football. Are they going to say he was down? That is the question. No, Blackman football. And it was Jaden Lark who came up with that loose ball.
Well, the Blackman defense does it again, Brian. They've been called on many times in this playoff run, and they get another turnover, setting up the Blaze offense at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10, with 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
So the second turnover of the night for Oakland. Now, the first one was an interception as time ran out in the first half, but this gives Blackman the football at the Oakland 26-yard line. A score here would be huge. Elliott on the run. He's going to tuck it and run and slides down at the 20 in the John Day legal red zone now. Short of the 20. They're going to say the slide at the 22 started. So that takes 2 yards off. So a 4-yard gain and second down, 6 yards to go. So just outside of the red zone here. Don't know if they're going to I think they may get one play off here before the end of the quarter. I believe that's Kent. No, that's Nance on the left hip of Elliott. He goes to the air. Pass is going to be caught by Odor inside the 10. He's still not down. Finally wrapped up. And that wrap-up was by Oakland's 16, which was Earl, and that takes us to the fourth quarter. Blackman knocking on the door. They've got it in the red zone here when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports. 28-7 Oakland.
Renters. When you combine State Farm, auto, and renters insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me 615-895-2700.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Start of the fourth quarter. Oakland leads by 21. But Blackman has it, 1st and goal after the Oakland turnover. And the ball is at the 7-yard line. From the right hash, they're moving right to left now. Bunch set of 3 receivers here near side for Elliott. They bring pressure, lobs it into the end zone, incomplete flag. And this is most definitely going to be pass interference from where the flag was thrown and what happened there.
Pass interference.
So that will be half the distance. And that will set the ball down at the 3-yard line, of course, well in the John Day Legal Red Zone. The law offices of John Day provides free consultations and only get paid if you win. So 1st and goal from the 3. Oakland had 1 goal line stand. Then Blackman scored the second time, and now here it is 1st and goal from the 3 for the Blaze. To Nance. Nance keeps the legs churning. Gonna get a yard or two. Depends on the spot, looks like just a yard. 2nd and goal. We've got 11 minutes, 40 seconds, clock counting down here, and a trip to Chattanooga and the state championship on the line.
I know you want to get the right play call here, Brian, but the Blaze need to kind of hurry up a little bit. Time is ticking down 3 scores.
Trying to make it a 2-score game. Lark, one of the receivers, he's out far side. Nance on the left hip of Elliott from the 2. 2nd and goal. Nance again runs off tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Blaze. Nance, touchdown number 6 on the season. There are flags on the play. And if it's against Blackman, we'll have to start all over here again. And the call is personal foul, Blackman. Wow. Boy, that changes things completely.
So does that mean the points are off the board?
Personal foul, Blackman. The ball is at the 3. No, they're bringing the kick team on, so this was after. So the touchdown will stand.
So it'll be on the kickoff.
So they will assess that on the kickoff. The officials did not do a very good job of communicating that. We just saw it with the action of the players. They ran the kick team on. So it is a Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze here. And Burrow Rebozen for point to make it a 2-score lead. This is an important extra point. Snap, set, good. Kick away, and the kick is through the uprights. So it is 28-14, Oakland on top of Blackman. 11:06 to go. Stay with us on State Farm Prep Sports.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and do it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Our game brought to you by Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast. You can find those at WGNSSports.com or wherever you catch audio. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and on Memorial Boulevard. Your score here is 21-14. Do you suspect maybe we'll see an onside kick here?
I still think there's enough time left. You can trust your defense. Your defense has played pretty well most of the night. I think you'll kick it deep here and trust them.
28-14. 2 unanswered scores here. And they do kick straight away. It's going to be returnable for Oakland and Kamani Bass. 15, he's at the 20, 25 to the 30. And wrapped up and out of bounds And Oakland fans watching every single tackle now, trying to help the officials.
Blackman's very lucky they didn't get a late hit out of bounds right there. He did give him a shove in about the blue area over here on the sideline, so he was lucky he didn't get one there.
Have not heard anything out of Ravenwood and Southwind, have we?
Yes, Southwind just scored in the third quarter. PAT failed. It is 21-19 Ravenwood.
Wow.
3:06 left in the third. They are behind us.
21-19. That's 2 missed extras. Here is Oakland and Cameron trying the run, and he is going to be slammed down for a loss. Or maybe they give him the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard forward progress. Thornton making the tackle.
Cameron's down.
Cameron is down right at the 32-yard line. And this may take a second. So let's see. I know that it was, 21-13?
It was.
And so they've missed 2 PATs.
They have. They've missed 2 point afters.
Man, that's interesting. So the winner of that game will face the winner of this game next week in Chattanooga for the 6A state title.
And, Brian, if listeners haven't been to the state championship, they do a great job in Chattanooga with it. Whichever team represents the county next week.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something to do next weekend, make the trip to Chattanooga and support one of these teams.
It will be worth your time. Boy, Cameron is walking off on his own, but he's slumped over and maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Keep an eye on him here on the sideline. So Cam Morton.
It's a good problem to have when you can give it to Cam Morton when Dante Cameron comes off.
He works under center, sends Millsap in motion. They're going to pass to Millsap left side and incomplete. And Lark almost had himself another pick. So that would have been for a short gain. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Boy, if you're an Oakland fan, you could sure use a first down right about now.
It's a big play in the game for both teams. We're still over 10 minutes to go in this game, and it's only 28-14 Oakland. Patriots need to get this first down. If you're Blackman, this is your chance to get off the field.
Millsap and Henderson are among the 3 receivers far side. Here's Morton. Looks, passes to Kamani Bass. Bass 40, 45, and a first down. Right at the 45-yard line. Squirts free for a 10-yard pickup, and it is a First Bank first down. Patriots.
Just a great job right there from Bass, and Morton was on time with that pass, and Bass did most of the work and got 10 or 11 yards right there for the First Bank first down
Thornton
for the Patriots.
On the tackle for Blackman. So 1st and 10. That's Oakland's first down in a minute.
And it's starting to eat a little bit of clock. That's the bigger thing right even here. They can run a little bit of clock now.
Oakland leads 28-14. They led 21-0 at the half, then 28-0. But since then, Blackman has scored 2. Here's Tutt. Some hard-earned yards to the 49, picks up 4. That brings up a 2nd down. Harris and Bowles on the takedown for the Blackman defense. They have really, especially after the 4th Oakland score, they've been pretty much locked down.
Well, they've kind of decided, Brian, they're just going to leave it all out there. They got nothing to lose. They're going to leave it out on the field, and they've really performed since that point.
An Oakland turnover led to a score as well. Morton swings it out to Tutt in the flat. Midfield 50 into Blackman territory now at the 46-yard line. Picked up 5, needed 6, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and short. And Ambrose making the tackle for Blackman. Cam Morton is the guy right now, as Dante Cameron went down just a few minutes ago. He's in the tent getting some attention, so can't really see what's happening with him on the sidelines.
Freshman's not playing like a freshman right now.
No, certainly not. Third down and a very long one. Bit of a wishbone look, and Tutt in the Wildcat gets the first down. He's at the 40, carries it across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Helmets come off, flying around out there. James Stewart lost his hat, but it's enough for a First Bank first down. Oakland cheering on our student athletes with every new set of downs. That's First Bank. Davis on the tackle, and there is a timeout on the field. So we'll step aside here, and is it a timeout or is it just an injury?
It's an injury, and he's up. Lineman right here at midfield.
Yeah, I knew that he was down. I didn't know if they called a timeout or not. I don't see one off the scoreboard, so we'll keep it right here just to make sure. And for Oakland, I believe that's Preston Rose, 55 it is.
Now, Brian, how many times have we had a team in the semifinals in the past 31 years? Is it 30 or 31, something like that? This
is 31 out of the last 32 years. Wow. And 28 in a row.
Wow.
Since 1997, the 96 Riverdale team got beat in double overtime in the quarterfinals to Jefferson County.
Remember that game?
Want a little trivia? So Oakland's got a 1st and 10 here now after the injury timeout. 7:54 to go in this ball game. You would have to think that Oakland, their best defense, is keeping the offense out there right now.
I would agree, and they've got what they want. That clock is moving. They're taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to snap the ball with 4 seconds to Tutt. Tutt bouncing it outside, can't turn it upfield. A lot of hats there. I saw Evan Harris there for sure. And Thornton wrapped him up, finished it off.
Got about a yard or so on the play, but that clock's still moving. We're about to go under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Oakland leads 28-14. 21-0 at half, then 28-0. And then Blackman has scored 2 to really change the trajectory of this game a bit. Tutt back in at Wildcat. They shift.
Somebody went across. I don't know who.
Now Oakland is pointing to Blackman, and they got Blackman earlier on this.
It's Blackman.
And it's going to be offsides against the Blaze.
That old sneaky Coach Creasy, Brian.
So that picks up 5 yards and makes it a much more manageable now. 2nd down and 4.
Yep.
Puts the ball down to the 32. I think Rod ran that play in 1937. The old single wing shift, yeah.
You don't see that too much these days.
Yeah,
yes,
MTCS does do that a lot, yep, for sure. Ball at the 32. And Oakland taking every second of the clock they can. They break the huddle with 10 seconds. Tutt still in the Wildcat. Fakes the handoff, going to run, keeps the legs churning, tries to get, well, he does get across the 30 to the 29, and it's going to be very close. He either got the first down by a whisker or is short by a whisker, and it's short by a whisker.
And honestly, if you ask Oakland, they would probably be fine with it being short by a whisker.
Well, that lets them take another 45 seconds off the clock, I'd say. Daniel and Johnson on the Blackman tackle. Blackman's offense chomping at the bit to get back out there. Big senior Keyston Stewart over the football for Oakland. Tutt trying to get a yard, gets that yard. stumbled down at the 24-yard line. And another First Bank first down. Blackman's Tristan Thornton a little slow to get up, but he made the tackle.
You know, Brian, it's very secure feeling when Cameron goes out and you just start wildcatting it to Tut.
Yeah.
You know, that's a pretty solid, you feel pretty good if you're Oakland.
They have stayed in this Wildcat package here for a minute, and it's getting them yards, so they're going to stay in it. Two halfbacks blocking. This time Millsap. Millsap across the 20. Millsap keeping the legs going to the 15-yard line. Mr. Will Millsap for 9 huge yards.
Big yardage right there from Will. Good job keeping the legs turning right there and setting up 2nd and 1 for the Patriots.
They're in the John Day Legal Red Zone for serious injuries and wrongful deaths. Clients trust the award-winning team at the law offices of John Day. Davis and Daniel teaming up on the tackle. Brian Barrett, Bill Hockenberry, Rod Edwards here on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Big G TV. Clock at 4:07. Oakland ball, 2nd and 2 from the 16, and they're up by 2 touchdowns. Tut, snap to him, dives forward for a few, gets it to the 13 for a 2-yard pickup and moves the chain. Another First Bank first down. Well, Oakland right now, it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And that's exactly what they need.
That's exactly what they want. They keep moving those chains, and that clock just keeps getting closer and closer to 0.
Kind of a helpless feeling if you're Blackman, just wanting the football back. You know, but even now, down 2 scores, if they go down a 3rd score, it's probably going to be impossible. But
yeah. You got to take a chance, though, if you're Blackman's defense.
Here's Millsap waiting on a hole to open up. Millsap refuses to go down and is down at the 6-yard line. He was wrapped up at the 10 and still carried another 4 yards for an 8-yard gain.
Boy, what a job right there by the Oakland line. Millsap kept turning his feet and his legs, and the line just pushed him inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Davis on the tackle.
You know, one thing you can say, Brian, you know, no matter what happens, the Blackman Blaze, they didn't quit fighting tonight. They really didn't. They came to play this whole 4-quarter game and just got behind a little bit.
Tut run down to the 6. Stewart on the tackle.
About to go under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th.
Minute 55. And the clock just melting away. 7 seconds on the play clock. They snap it with 2. And Tut dances into the end zone right up the middle. Toots touchdown, Craig Tut, this time from 6 yards away. And seals the victory here, likely for the Oakland Patriots.
No doubt about it. Who they wanted to have the football, Craig Tut, caps it off, the 6-yard touchdown run for the Patriots.
Toots touchdown for Oakland and Craig Tut with 1:39 left in this ball game. And here is Hernandez for point after. It's good. 1:39 to go. Oakland leads it 35-14 over the Blackman Blaze here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in. Get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know. with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Jose Hernandez to kick off to the Blackman Blaze. Only 1:39 to play. Short high kick going to be fielded by Odor right around the 30. Wrapped up pretty quick at the 37-yard line. And 1:34 to go. And it's a 3-score Oakland lead. Blackman has not touched the football in a long time. That was a ground clock-eating drive by Oakland, capped off by the touchdown. And they're playing Turn Out the Lights, party's over.
That drive was over 10 minutes.
Wow. I knew it took forever. Because Blackman's score came to start the fourth quarter, their second score. Elliott back to pass, has some time, going to throw it out of bounds. I think David Watson made an effort at that, but it was pretty weak.
We're going to have to get our hands up quicker next time.
Yeah. David may have to run a few laps around the track after that.
Maryville would have him running.
Well, that's what I hear. They make him run for everything. Oakland has dropped back just about everybody here. So it looks like Oakland will face Ravenwood or Southwind. We'll try to work on an update on that one for you here in just a second. Second down for the Blaze. 3 wide, far side, ball from the left hash. Back is Elliott. Looks, has some time. Now hit as he throws it downfield. Jump ball, and no one comes up with it. There were 3 Oakland defenders back there, intended for Odor at the 20. No flags anywhere. Stops the clock with 1:18. It's 28-19 Ravenwood with 54 seconds in the third.
Ours.
Yeah.
A little bit behind ours.
Well behind. I don't know if we're going to know final score on that one.
Yeah.
Before we finish here tonight. So third down and 10. Obviously 4-down situation here if it comes to that. Elliott steps up in the pocket on the run, 45, 50, and slides down after picking up the first down. In Oakland territory at the 49 with 1:08. Clock stops as they move the chain across the way. First Bank first down Blaze. Two wide. Odor and Mitchell. Far side. 2 more near side here. And they zip it downfield, incomplete. Nobody was even turned around looking at it. And in fact, it was Oakland's Amarian Woods, who, if he had had another half second, probably would have snagged that ball. 2nd and 10 now.
Boy, you got to tip your hat to both teams tonight, Brian. But, Oakland's defense has been elite this year and set the tone for this game tonight, and he got Blackman in a big hole. And just a great game, great season. But the Oakland defense is elite, and I think that's what the difference has been tonight.
Pass to the far side. It's picked off. Going the other way with a pick 6 to seal this one in fine fashion. And
we cut the lights out. We couldn't see who it was. We don't really know who it was.
I think it was Gaynor or Dante Short. It was 15 or 11. So I really don't know 100%, but I thought I saw Gaynor with it going down the sideline. It was Gaynor. So Kyrie Gaynor with the pick and takes it in. Gaynor, by the way, his second interception of the season. And the extra point is up and good. 33.9, and Oakland leads 42-14 on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. Many lawyers are quick to say that they'll take the insurance company to court for you. But how do you know if the lawyer is an experienced trial attorney? Ask them if they're certified. And in order to be certified, you have to have tried a lot of cases, taken a 2-day test, and get recommendations from judges and other lawyers. My wife Joy and I are both certified as civil trial specialists, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Friday night high school football starts and ends with Friday Night Thunder, the region's most complete high school football show. Real-time score updates, exclusive coach interviews, and full region breakdowns from across southern Middle Tennessee and the state. I'm Court Steer. Join me right here on WGNS every Friday night for Friday Night Thunder. Pre-game show starts at 6, post-game until 11. More than complete coverage of every team, every Friday.
Ready for the Oakland kickoff after the interception and touchdown by Kyrie Gaynor. Gaynor, who's battled some injuries this year, has certainly come back to give Oakland a shot in the arm on the defensive side. And the short kickoff here to the Blaze, going to be taken by Odor at the 25. Going to take it far side. Turns it up at the numbers now. 40, 45, and out of bounds somewhere around the 45-yard line with 25 seconds. So penalty markers out there too. The Oakland Patriots headed back to the state championship game and continuing their dynasty, if you will. They have become the Maryville of the 2010s and 2020s. It's a block in the back against Blackman, so this is going to come back.
And what number was Coach Creasy going for right here, Brian?
Well, here at Oakland, this would be going for number 6 in the Creasy era. They played for the state titles, 6? They played, 6 in the last 7 years. And they've won 5. Here's a run to the 35, 36, and that's going to run out the clock. And we're going to go final here, and the Oakland Patriots headed back to Chattanooga for the 6th time in 7 years and looking for state title number 6. The final score, 42-14. Blackman Blaze have nothing to hang their hats about tonight for sure. This was it really kind of got away from them early. They made a game of it, down by only 2 scores, 28-14, but Oakland does what Oakland does. Ran out much of the clock and did not give the Blackman offense much opportunity after that. And that's final here tonight, 42-14. So Oakland is in the 6A state championship game versus either Ravenwood or Southwind? We don't know that opponent. I'm not sure we're going to know that opponent, but Ravenwood is up 28-19. And we may get some news on that here as we go into the post-game show. But it's final here from Ray Hughes Stadium in Oakland High School. 42-14 Patriots winners. Stay with us. Your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show is coming up next right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Your home, your auto, together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you by combining your home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Here's Marcia Saalfeld with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee.
Friday nights are all about football, teamwork, strategy, and moving the ball forward. And when it comes to your mortgage, I bring that same game plan to help you win. Whether it's buying your first home, upgrading, or even refinancing to save big. From first downs to first homes and from refinancing to new beginnings, I'll work with you every step of the way. Call me, Marcia Saalfeld at First Mortgage, and let's open the door to your future.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NLMS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big GTV streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Welcome back. Your final score tonight. Oakland Patriots winners 42-14, a much closer game than that score would indicate. And here we go with your Sir Pizza replays here tonight. Oakland Patriots would take a 21-0 lead into the halftime locker room. Craig Tutt with a couple of touchdowns, the first one coming at 8:25 left in the first.
Pizza.
Replays. Pitch back to Tutt, his first touch, and he is gone, friends. Craig Tutt, first play for him in the game, takes it 35 yards. and Oakland gets the first score in this battle of Rutherford County Titans in the semifinals.
Tell me if you heard this before, Brian. Out of a timeout, Coach Creasy has a great call. 35 yards to Craig Tutt for an Oakland touchdown.
The first of 4 touchdowns on the night for Tutt. 3 running, 1 receiving, his first of the year. Kamani Bass would answer just a couple of minutes later with 5:38 left in the first. A nice 36-yard rumble.
3
plays. And coming is Bass near side. 30, 25, 20 down the sideline. 15, 10, 5. End zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Kamani Bass. His 3rd TD of the season.
Boy, what a great job right there by the offensive line for Oakland, setting up a huge hole for Bass. And once he got in the open field, he had to beat one guy, and he ran right past him into the end zone. 13-0 Patriots.
Extra point was good. It made it 14-0. Then Tutt on a back-breaking run with 6:42 left in the second. I can still see the dust flying off of his cleats.
3
plays. Here's Tutt. First down. 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30. Foot race. 20. Breaks a tackle. 10-5 end zone. Touchdown. Oakland. Touchdown. Craig Tutt. And it is a run of 73 yards. Boy, what speed.
I mean, it's explosive. When he gets in that open field, you're not catching him. The kid almost did, and then he put on the extra gear and got into that end zone.
That gave Oakland a 21-0 lead at halftime, and they come out in the third quarter. Opening drive, 8:30, make that 8:21 to play in the third. Craig Tutt, this time on a pass.
3
plays. It is Morton, back to pass, comes to Tutt near side, 15, 10, 5, and tiptoes into the end zone for a 33-yard touchdown. Patriots, that is Tutt's first touchdown reception of the year.
Brian, he's the cheat code. And when you're playing a video game, just find Tutt. Morton, great job. That was a great play design right there. 33 yards for the Tutt touchdown.
And that was a big score because here comes Blackman. With 1:37 to play in the third quarter, Kemp on a big run.
3
plays. And Blackman is signaling that they have the touchdown, and the officials say touchdown Blaze.
Finally, they get into the end zone, Brian. I think that was Kemp.
Jabari Kemp with the touchdown, number 12 on the season, and that's exactly what the Blaze needed to try to get back in this game. Not only did that get them back in the game, because, like 2 minutes later, start of the fourth quarter, 11:06, Nance finds the end zone.
3
plays. From the 2. 2nd and goal. Nance again runs off tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Blaze. Nance, touchdown number 6 on the season. And they took advantage of an Oakland turnover there, turn it into points, and it's a 2-score lead. But Oakland, on the next series, driving downfield, then Dante Cameron goes out. So Cam Morton plays a few snaps, and then they go to the Wildcat, and they just dink and dunk down the field. No passes, dink and dunk, like run 2 yards, 3 yards, here's a 4-yard and a first down, and they end it. They kept the ball for almost 10 minutes or so, roughly, and with 1:39 to play, Craig Tutt finds the end zone for the last time tonight.
3
plays. From the 2. 2nd and goal. Nance again runs off tackle and into the end. And Tutt dances into the end zone right up the middle. Toots touchdown, Craig Tutt, this time from 6 yards away. And seals the victory here, likely for the Oakland Patriots.
No doubt about it. Who they wanted to have the football, Craig Tutt, caps it off, the 6-yard touchdown run for the Patriots.
His final touchdown of the night, that was 4 on the evening for the Mr. Football finalist. And Kyrie Gaynor kind of sealed this victory with an interception return for the touchdown on the pick 6. And the final score is Oakland 42, Blackman 14. Those are your Sir Pizza replays.
Sir Pizza.
That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at SirPizzaTN.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
42-14, Oakland in the state championship game once again. We're going to continue our conversation here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Our coverage brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummer's Den, America's home place, along with Mills Family Pharmacy. A timeout. We'll come back. We'll get stats on this game and wrap things up here from Oakland High School. Hopefully have a little more news on who Oakland will play in the championship game. That's all straight ahead as we continue on State Farm Prep Sports.
Back in 1985, when Toots first opened, there were very few restaurants in this town. We've seen hundreds of them come and go, and yet we are still so blessed to be in business and be doing business here in Rutherford County.
This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Choosing the right insurance can be overwhelming. That's where Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance comes in. At Rayburn, we're not just about policies, we're about people. Rick Hall will take the time to understand your needs and find the best coverage at the best price. We've been serving our community since 1973. So why not let Rick Hall take the stress out of insurance? Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency, where you're more than just a policy number. You're our neighbors.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right installation. Roscoe Brown and Carrier offer comprehensive installation services that not only enhance your comfort but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
All right, back here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show, and 42-14 the final score. The Oakland Patriots will play either Ravenwood or Southwind, and with 6:27 to play in the fourth quarter, Ravenwood 28, Southwind 25. They've it would be probably tied up if they had hit their PATs.
0 for 3 or 1 for 4 on their PATs.
1 for 4 on PATs. Wow. So we still don't know. We may get another score here before we're done, but we'll see. Thoughts on the night from Rod Edwards? Saw some life from Blackman, but I almost think it was too little too late at that point.
We talked about they need to be more aggressive on defense, which they were. But the trouble was they had a personal foul to start off the kickoff, and then they had a face mask when the group was around, and I had the glasses on. It was almost looked like it was intentional. It was stupid, and those 30 yards, if they could have held them that first series, they ended up scoring the touchdown, and because they came back and then they got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, what a difference. Now we're talking
instead
about.
Instead of 28-24, it could have been 21-14 instead of 28-14.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that'd been a whole different ball game then.
Yeah.
Those kind of things, they're getting better, but they haven't got there yet.
Close.
Yes, close.
Maybe as close as they've been, and right there. And Blackman's had a fine season. There's nothing to shake your head at when you end the year with 2 losses and both to maybe the state champion, or at least the state runner-up.
Right. Right. Well, we were talking about, in the Final Four definitely were the best 4.
Yeah. Because
we had undefeated Southwind, undefeated Ravenwood, undefeated Oakland, and Blackman had 1 loss, but that was still Oakland. Somebody had to lose that game.
And they beat undefeated Maryville.
Right.
And
undefeated Dobbins-Bennett.
Right. Maryville had 1 loss, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They lost to Alcoa first game of the season.
Yeah. But regardless, they were rightfully here.
Right. Last week's game was outstanding. And part of it, too, is when you really win a game that you've really been striving for, sometimes it's harder to come back the next game, one after the other. Where
we've seen it happen to Oakland in years past. They get to the Maryville game, and it's taken everything that they could just to get there to play back through the region,
Right. And then Oakland, I think their close call last week, just by the skin of their teeth, pulled it out late, and that probably woke them up. It's just sometimes that's the way the game is. Even adults. Even major league level, you can see that type of thing. But outstanding season, both teams. We had great representation. Nice to see it set up where because we've always felt that we had teams that could be late into the playoffs that are knocking each other off, and we got to see what we thought was true.
Yeah. And I think it would have happened many times in the past. Happened this year in the first year. So, I think that kind of proves that point. Any defensive stats you'd like to highlight here as we jump into that from Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and also Winners Trophies?
Well, Jaden Lark continued his outstanding play. He had an interception and a fumble recovery, along with 4 tackles. Seems like he could always stepping up and make a big play from the defensive end, which sometimes is hard to do. Your situation's got to be there, but you also have to search for it. Tramel Johnson and Tristan Thornton each had 6 tackles. Emery Harris had 6 tackles. Isaiah Bowles had 5. These are names we keep hearing all the time. Darian Davis had one of the best games I've seen him play. He had 7 tackles. And then Maury Stanford had 3 tackles and a sack. Now, for Oakland, they didn't have as many tackles, but look how many tackles were made by Blackman on that long drive.
Yeah.
We had how many offensive plays. So that doesn't tell the whole story when you go by tackles. But Colin Williams, as usual, led the team in tackles with 6. Lakel Brown and Kamari Sanders had 4, along with Kyrie Gaynor, who also had an interception. And then Marquise Earl had 2 tackles and a sack.
And that interception was Blackman's only turnover of the night, and it was a pick 6. So that's defensive stats. What do you have, Bill, on the offensive side?
All right, Brian. Just an outstanding night. 2 Rutherford County teams in the state semifinals. Just a great night of Rutherford County football. But the final score tonight: Oakland 42, Blackman 14. Oakland advances to the state championship game. Tonight for Oakland on offense, Oakland had 248 yards rushing as a team, 86 yards passing, and for a total of 333 yards of total offense, and they had 12 first bank first downs. Individually tonight for the Patriots, Cam Morton had 1 carry for 4 yards. Dante Cameron had 10 carries, 46 yards. Craig Tutt ended up with 20 carries tonight and ended up with 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. Went Wildcat a lot with him late and kind of put the game on ice at the end. Kamani Bass thought he had a really nice game tonight for the Patriots. 4 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Will Millsap also had a nice game tonight for the Patriots. 5 carries for 15 yards. Through the air, Cam Morton tonight was 6 of 8 through the air tonight, 86 yards, had a touchdown and an interception. Receiving tonight for the Patriots, Kamani Bass had 2 catches for 15 yards. Craig Tutt had 4 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown. And Giovanni Malone had a catch for 17 yards. For the Blackman Blaze, unfortunately the Blaze fall to 12-2. Great season. Wish we could have both teams in the championship game. Just fell a little bit short tonight. For Blackman tonight total offense, they had 116 yards rushing, 88 yards passing for a total of 204 yards of total offense. They ended up tonight with 8 first bank first downs. Individually for Blackman, they had Javion Elliott had 5 carries for 68 yards. Micah Nance had 5 carries, 11 yards, and a touchdown. Jabari Kemp ran hard tonight, 8 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Daniel Smith, 7 carries, 11 yards. And then Javion Elliott threw for 88 yards through the air. He did have 1 interception. And then Brylan Odor, 5 catches for 88 yards. The Blackman Blaze fall to 12-2 on the season. And the Oakland Patriots, 14-0, advance to the state championship game next week in Chattanooga versus either Ravenwood or Southwind out of Memphis.
Yeah, about 2.5 minutes left in that game, and it's Ravenwood by 3, so we'll see what happens there. We'll come back after this final timeout and have some final thoughts here before we wrap up our final game here in Rutherford County and talk about the trip to Chattanooga. That's next as we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joint, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we've just picked up where Dr. John started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here to wrap up some final thoughts here on the night. About a minute and a half left, and Ravenwood needed a first down here. Did they get the first down, or is it final?
It is final.
All right, they convert the first down, and it's final 28-25. So it'll be the Ravenwood Raptors and the Oakland Patriots in the state championship game next Saturday, 6 o'clock Murfreesboro time. That'll be 7 o'clock Eastern time kickoff. And Rod, you and I and John have been there. John's going to return next week. Bill's got some basketball duties, but we've made that trip to Chattanooga, I think, every year that it's been there.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, that it's been in Chattanooga, so it's kind of a home away from home. That's good for Oakland. These kids have been there. You know,
6 years.
Yeah,
this will be 6 years in a row, but you can't beat that. Nobody else can come close to that in the state, whatever level you're in.
Right.
Except for Alcoa.
Well, that's true. They're going back, and then another.
And they've got 11. This will be 12.
I think so, and they had to move up. They moved up a division and played the team that has kind of had a stranglehold up Greenville tonight.
Right.
And it wasn't really close.
And it was supposed to be real close. In fact, Anderson County had beat them the last game of the season by 1. And Greenville just squeaked by Anderson County last week. So you thought, well, this is going to be a really good one. But I was surprised it was that big.
Yep. So they're one of those teams that will be there. Page wound up beating Centennial tonight.
So that's like 5 years in a row for them.
Yep. We got
They've
Ravenwood.
got second 4 years in a row. So they got to try to break that.
Let's see. Pearl Cone headed back. Looks like that game's the only one that's not final just yet. Marion County in 2A, South Pittsburgh in Single A. Sevier County in 5A, they're going to play Page. Looks like
repeat of last year.
Yeah. Gatlinburg Pittman and 3A. So we're going to see a little different look in 3A. Gatlinburg Pittman and Martin Westview out of West Tennessee. So somebody's going to win the 3A title that's not Alcoa because they're 4A.
And those two are both undefeated.
Yeah.
And if you know about Westview, that's the quarterback's a sophomore. Phenom, they're saying, and he's already got offers from Alabama and all over. Of course, his brother starts for Alabama.
Yeah.
And his dad is UT Martin head coach.
Yeah. So, going to be interesting. So, but headed back there this next Saturday, so it'll be the final game. Looking forward to it. Oakland and Ravenwood. This is what people thought in August was going to be the game. And here we are.
Here we are. I told you that at the beginning of the year.
Well, yeah, you did.
And you probably told me that too.
Kind of felt that way. And as we look back at the season, Bill, Oakland has been Oakland, and everybody's been chasing Oakland. I think last year Riverdale gave them all they wanted in a chase. This year it was Blackman that gave them all they wanted in a chase. But really a fine year for Rutherford County High School football, and again another state championship appearance.
Yeah, it's just outstanding. You know, Oakland going back 6 times in a row, and Oakland got their scare last week with Green Hill, and they almost saw their season end, and they didn't want it to happen. And Dante Cameron has a big run to finish that game off, and tonight you could tell. I think tonight the biggest thing about tonight, Brian, was Oakland's been here and done this 6 times in a row. And this was Blackman's first time, and we were at Blackman last week, and it was such a great win for them. And the way I would describe it is Blackman has now become an elite football program. When you knock out Maryville in the playoffs, you stepped up. Now you're an elite program. Now they've got to get over the Oakland hump, and that's kind of it's a mental thing. Whether they're going to say it or not, it kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
They finally got on the board tonight. They fought. I'm really impressed with how they fought to the very end tonight. They got it to 28-14 late, and Oakland just put them away. And Oakland is the king right now, and I'm really looking forward to the rematch with Ravenwood. I believe that was the last time they played was here. Ravenwood went for 2, I believe, and came out with the win. So I'm sure that a lot of these Oakland kids remember that and want that chance.
Too, though, Blackman can say they won't have Craig Tutt next year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
Riverdale
true.
can say they won't have Black Tutt. I mean, last 2 years he's been the big key in our teams in that final game for our local teams playing each other. It was Tutt.
Last week he became the leading rusher on the team. It took him all because he's played both sides of the football, has not played as much on the offensive side. Coach Creasy kind of worked him in more and more and more. Playoffs, you had to have him, fresh legs, but anyway, they're going to ride that bus into the state title game next Saturday night. It will be our 18th football game of the season. Can you believe that?
Wow.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a long football
My wife
season.
thinks it is.
I
Anyway.
bet. Well, she'll have you pretty quick here, but appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next Saturday, Rod and Bill. Appreciate you filling in for John for several weeks here, and I know we're going to see you in basketball season.
Absolutely, and I just want to say, Brian, I appreciate y'all having me on and being able to help out, and I hope I'm glad to get John back next week, and I can understand now why this team is an award-winning team. I stepped in and tried to do the best I could, and I enjoy it. I love covering all the county teams and really seeing the positive things these athletes and every school that we got to go and cover, and really looking forward to Oakland getting it done in Chattanooga next week.
Well, that's the hope. And we'll be there to chronicle that. 6 o'clock will be the kickoff, so 5:30 airtime here in Murfreesboro. If you're going, you can still listen on the stream and catch our coverage. So we'll be there down in Choo Choo City. Well, that's going to do it here tonight. Want to thank Jackson Smith back at the station. For Rod Edwards, for Bill Hockenberry, I'm Brian Barrett saying so long, happy long Thanksgiving, and don't spend all your money in one place tomorrow. And we'll see you next Saturday. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, Primetime Sports Director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a Primetime Sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.